Hey everybody, welcome back to As Art. I'm Kyle McGill and I'm with my co-host Nick Cherry, and we're going to be talking about Primal Season 3, Episode 1. Let's do it.
Kyle, is this episode basically beating a dead horse?
You know, I think about that, Nick, and I think that yes, figuratively and literally. Now wait a minute. Let's think about that because we've had that happens in series. It happened in series before where for literally bringing a character, well, like figuratively bringing a character back from death. It's like, wait a minute, I thought they got rid of him, right? Now
Yeah.
he's back, right? And it's kind of like a weird plot hole.
Mm,
This is a literal, like, bringing a character back from the dead,
yeah.
right?
Mm,
As a reanimated corpse.
yeah. Some
So
ideas never die.
ex- exactly, some are too powerful to die, right? Not that. So
So
you
give us
know,
a little bit of background, maybe why he decided to do this.
well, okay, so like I was reading that you know Tardikovsky was like, after 2 seasons I was ready to move on until an idea surfaced that was pulpier, badass, and undeniable, right? So, obviously there's a lot more to that story, but I mean, especially with, bringing the idea to the team and like having, first, secondary, and tertiary ideas,
Mm,
right? But this is the one that came through.
mm,
And so, just as those three descriptors, right? Pulpier, badass, and undeniable. I I would say that, especially with this first episode, I agree. It's
yeah.
definitely pulpier.
Mm.
The badass and undeniable. I think that's going to follow through with the remainder of the series.
Yes.
Right?
So when I watched the trailer,
Yeah.
I had a whole framework in my head when it came to zombies because in season two and one too, I believe, but there's like a demon god or a god, maybe not a demon,
Right.
hunting Spear and Fang.
Mm-hmm.
And he even revives other people from the
Mm.
dead, remember from hell,
Right.
and to attack him and stuff like that, where they get this like power. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be revived by this god. Like this god's gonna have the last laugh, and blah blah blah, bleepity blue blow blow bleep blop blop. And then, no, it wasn't. It took me for a loop, and then I was just like, wait a minute, I don't even see dinosaurs. How much time has passed? And then
Yeah.
you went to a morgue, you said, and then you studied some corpses, and you.
So look, I realize that as a fan, I can dive a little too, like, think a little too deeply when I should just like kind of roll with it. But I'm just like, I don't know. I was thinking about it, I'm like, okay, given the rate of decomposition for his corpse to be reanimated and the state it's in when he's reanimated, I'm like, okay, it's probably been. And look, of course, I'm no mortician. I don't have a degree in forensic science at all. But I mean, obviously, it's at least like a few months, right, of decomposition. Also, they didn't, like, do the whole like mummification thing, or like, prepare his body and like taking out his organs. That clearly because we see a part of his brain. Uh,
Yeah.
so I'm just thinking, like, it can't be too long. Also, if you think about it, when you see the old man, the old shaman, I'm just going to call him that.
Mm,
He looks up to the cliffside where the village is. Doesn't look
mm.
like it's in ruins. It looks like it's you know
It's part of the
it's
same tribe.
it's part of the same tribe. They have some like settlements down on the ground now, out,
Yeah.
below the cliff. Um, and it seems like he went to the cave, like the burial caves, so to speak,
Mm.
right? So yeah, seems like it could be recent.
Yeah, and then most of the time we do deep dives on like we did one on character design, we did one on the cultures. We do a lot of cool stuff because when it comes to the artwork and the animation of this show, me and Kyle go crazy over it and we break
Hmm.
down and something we're going to touch on I think on a deep dive maybe next episode or a couple episodes down is the walk cycles. So
Hmm.
there are fantastic just like a block walking and he had fantastic walk and run cycles when he was human or not human but when he was alive still and I guess and now he's a zombie and oh my gosh the pacing and the timing, there's 12 principles of animation but the ones they're using here really well are weight Full Metal Alchemist. Spoilers if you have not watched Full Metal Alchemist, but there's 7 deadly sins, and there's one called Sloth. And Sloth is the fastest one, but yet he's also the slowest one. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm bored of this. Must kill human now.
Yep.
You know, like he shoots across and it's like,
Yep.
whoa, you know, it's like kind of got that vibe from it. Dude, that might be fun to go through Full Metal
Full
Alchemist.
Metal
Yeah,
Alchemist.
yeah, yeah. Anyways, but keep
Yeah.
going, keep going. Let's keep going to Primal.
But yeah, like and I had never looked this up before. Animates Primal, and I was not surprised. You know, it's from a studio called La Cachette. That's right, the French. It's a French studio. It's Paris based, and I'm not surprised just because there's a lot of great animation coming out of France. Has been for decades, right? Ever since the what was it, the nine
Triplets
old
of
men.
Belleville. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
No,
well, no, the 9 old men are Disney, right?
right, and they kind of like
Oh yeah,
dispersed
yeah.
and yeah.
Yes,
Um,
they were like the 12 disciples, and they
right.
preached the gospel of animation throughout the
I mean,
land.
it's kind of classic,
One
right? The
one
spreading
went
of
to the east, the other went to the west, and one went north, the other went south. You know.
and like one thing that really reminded me of of another cartoon series, an old cartoon series. So I love the sort of like the pauses on the faces of the lepers, right? And also
Mm.
and also the juxtaposition with Spear's face, right? And the leper faces, how they kind of hang on them a little bit, and it's more like it's almost like a still that's animated over. Reminded me of like Johnny Quest,
Oh yeah.
the original Johnny Quest
Mm-hmm.
series from the '60s. Just because like, and then that kind of made me go down a little rabbit hole of taking a look at Alex Toth's work, who was a character artist on that series. But yeah, so like I also get a sense of that just watching this series, and it's been since from season 1 through 3. I've kind of gotten that sense so far, and I finally was like, yes, that's what I'm thinking of. So yeah,
So I know we talked before. It really had not Conan the Barbarian vibes, but what is it called? It's like fire
Sword and
and
Sorcery.
yes, vibes to the show.
Yes.
Are you still feeling that, or does it feel like a different
Oh,
show?
oh no, it's definitely Sword and Sorcery, right? With
Mm-hmm.
episode 1, at the very beginning, when the shaman makes the potion, he's using blood magic. That's,
Mm.
I mean, like he's the blood from the severed head of the enemy, the heart.
Voodoo!
Yeah, yeah.
I am wield of the sacred fire, full of a took. I love Lord of the Rings
They're
so
like
much, and yes,
like
I
Freudian
have a
slip.
Hobbit video coming out soon.
Oh, that's right. Stay tuned for that. Oh boy, I've seen some footage.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, spicy footage.
Yep.
But he's doing a good job. I'm excited to see maybe his memories start to come back to him.
Yeah.
And I don't know because it's a magical show. I mean, you're an expert more at this type of content, or this series, I guess, of how it would play out. But is he able to get back all of his memories to become a functioning member of society?
So I think to actually get a job, work at McDonald's. No. So look, I think it's actually going to be a little sad. That's
Ooh.
what I'm anticipating. So I think that
What sucks because it was already a sad ending.
right. So in this episode, we did see that he has, I would call them shadows of a memory. I like
Mm.
I like the treatment they did. It was almost like a film screen over, right? Like we're not dealing with active memory. We're dealing with echoes. That's still in his dead brain, right?
Mm.
That's why they're not entirely clear, right? And they're immediate triggers for him, right? Especially when it like they attack the villagers, saving the leper. That's hearing Fang's roar, or at least a Tyrannosaurus's roar, right?
Yeah.
Um, so I think, and I think if he does end up following that roar, finding Fang's descendants and his daughter maybe, or descendants
Mm,
of it, like he's going to. I don't think he is fundamentally a different spear. He's a shadow of spear,
yeah.
right? So yeah,
I'm excited. Instagram. Follow us as our okay.
love the plug.
But I'm really excited. We covered the show pretty in depth. I mean, we could have went farther, which we're thinking about going farther
You
for
can
this season.
always go
Yes,
farther.
there's never no end to the tunnel kind of thing. It's like in I don't know why I've been going through Narnia, maybe because I heard they're making a Narnia movie, The Horse Witch and the Wardrobe.
Also, for those of you, if you notice my face getting lighter and then going darker, that's me
Because you're
referring to the Excel spreadsheet
oh,
that I have open.
I thought you were gonna correct me on the title of the
No,
book. I'm like, dang it, no. But anyways, in the Silver Chair, did you ever read the Silver Chair?
no.
Anyways, but there's people who live underground and they live even deeper underground. Like they're like, no, there's a whole other world down there. You have no idea. It's like the dwarves that dealt too deeply awakened things that should not have been awakened, kind of thing. Like, but anyways, that's
Seriously,
how.
are they dwarves?
No, they're like
Oh,
cave people. I think I
ooh,
can't
okay.
remember, but I should have used Lord of the Rings and not that. But I've been, trying to be like, shoot, maybe we should do some Narnia stuff. Did you read Narnia at all?
I didn't.
Okay.
Or
That might be good then.
if I did, then
It was
I
erased.
forgot it. Yes, it was erased. Everything was reset once I read The Hobbit.
But we
So,
did cover the greatest Narnia series ever, the BBC one, where it
oh
was
my
like
gosh,
the human puppet.
hands down,
Like, oh my
it's a
god,
triumph of
oh,
television cinema.
so good. You have to check out that video.
Triumph.
But on that note, follow Kyle on Instagram, Pecos with a zero. Follow us on all the different social media platforms. We are here. Comment down below other shows or topics you want us to talk about. Any other questions you have on Primal or stuff you want us to do deep dives on, we're here for it. And we'll see you on the next Azart. The Walking Dead
Wait, what? Oh yes, yes.
show.
Okay, I get it now. I was like, wait a minute.